Right, so I'm going to show you three different AI content generation modes that Journalist allows you to use. So these three are the modes. We have business description, we have specific titles, and keyword based. So let's go over each one of these individually one by one. So first things first, the business description is pretty straightforward. What we do is you'd give in as an input a description of your business, of yourself, of your startup, of whatever it is, and then Journalist will take that and build out content based on the description you gave it. And I'm going to show you here an example of how that looks like just by opening here the history tab and opening up here a few articles. Let's do this once, for example. Let's click view. So all this here, right, with the featured images, multiple articles, of course, the title, table of contents, all this with in-article images, right, all that. This is all built based on a description you give here to journalists. So pretty straightforward. The longer and more complex you make this, so the more context you give it, the better the output is going to be, right? So pretty straightforward. That's the first mode. Secondly, we have the specific titles, right? And this is where we give you a bit more customization, right? Whereas with this one, with the business description, you could only give it a description and then all this content right here, and I'm going to open here another one to show you, would be generated based on just that context, based just on that description, like so right here. On this one, with the specific titles, you give it titles, one per line. You can give it unlimited titles, and Journalist is going to take the context and of course the titles and generate content based on that. So if I were to put here how to make a rocket, right, like this, you can do a question or top 10 tips to build a homemade rocket, or can you build a rocket at home, or how to build a homemade rocket. So you can put questions like these ones and this one. You can put top 10 tips, top 3 tips, top 200 tips, right? You can put whatever you want here, or just simple, straightforward titles. Again, Journalist is going to take these and all the content is going to be generated based on the title. So the images, the H2s, H3s, table of contents, all this is going to be generated based on the input, which in this case is the titles, right? Finally, we have the keyword based, right? And this is where you give it keywords, and Journalist again is going to generate content, right? Not based on this description, not based on titles, but based on keywords, right? And again, you can give it limited keywords here for search engine optimization purposes or for SEO. You'd ideally want to give it the keywords that you want to rank for, because what Journalist is going to do is take the keywords you put in here and sprinkle them throughout your text, of course, throughout your title, throughout your H2s, H3s, and make the article keyword rich, right? So it's going to sprinkle in the keywords you give it, and you can give it, of course, unlimited keywords, and we'll generate an article for each single keyword. Now, these are the three generation models that we have available right now. And of course, this is just the base right here. If you open up here the second tab, you can of course have a much more or a lot more customization, right? With the base, with just the generation mode, and then you can customize each one of them individually by choosing different languages, enabling down the creativity, choosing the tone of voice, making the headings auto-generated or not, adding internal links, images, formatting a bunch of stuff. But it all starts here with or by choosing your generation mode. You can choose any of these three. That's it. That's how this works, and I'll catch you on the next one.